Okay, good day students. So today, our lesson is about uses of rates and word problems involving rates. So start tayo sa definition of terms. So bago tayo mag-start, kunin yung notebook nyo, pwede kayong mag-take down notes no, habang tayo ay nag-discuss. So ratio is the comparison of two different quantities with the same unit. So pag sinabi nating ratio, dapat two different quantities pero same unit. So for example, 3 boys and 5 girls. So we are just counting or comparing the numbers of boys to girls. So wala tayong unit of measurement. So same unit lang tayo, no? So we can write it as 3/5 in fraction, yung 3 na boys, and then 5 na girls. Or we can read it 3:5, no, in ratio form. Next is the rate. So, rate, same din siya ng ratio. Ang pinagkaiba lang, pag sinabi nating rate, two different quantities, but different units. Different quantities, different units. So, tandaan, kanina, sa ratio, different quantities, same unit. Pag naman rate, different quantities, different unit. So, let's have some example. So, example number 1, Maria's car is traveling at a speed of 2 kilometers per hour. So, ang ating mga units ay speed natin, which is in kilometers. So, ilang kilometers daw? 2. And then, per hour. Ibig sabihin ng per hour, kada oras. So, ilang oras yon? 1 hour. So, if we are going to express it in fraction form, so we will have 2 kilometer over 1 hour. Or, we can express it at 2/1 km or kilometer over hour or 2 kilometer per hour. Or in shortcut, madalas nating nakikita 2 kph, no? Sa mga sasakyan. Next. Example number 2. A minimum wage earner or a worker receives a salary, so ayun yung ating unang unit, of 690 per day, second unit. So, ang ating unit ay salary, magkano? So, it is in peso, 690 peso per day. So, eto siya. Yan, 690 peso per day. Example number 3. Sa secretary can type 150 letters. So, ilang letters daw per minute? So, 150 letters kada 1 minute. So, kung isa-shortcut natin, we can just write this 150 letter per minute. So, kaya ayun yung sagot. Next, example number 4. So, 3 candies. Ang unit natin, candies, cost 2 pesos. So, candies over peso. So, we have 3 candies over 2 peso. Okay? So, ayun yung ating ratio. May tanong ba tayo sa ratio? So, kung may tanong tayo sa ratio, pwede nating i-chat sa ating GC. So, since we are done with the ratio, I want you to answer activity number 1 on your notebook. Answers only lang po. Ulitin ko, activity number 1 sa notebook po ilalagay. Answers only. Next is converting rates to unit rates. Ang ibig sabihin naman nito, 'di ba, we have the rates. Pag sinabing unit rates, yung denominator niya laging 1. So, remember, it is important that a learner knows how to get the lowest term of a fraction or to know the greatest common factor of the numerator and the denominator. Kasi pag sinabi nating unit rate, katulad nung sa example natin ng 1, 2, and 3. Kung makikita natin, laging 1 yung ating denominator. That is unit rate. No? Uulitin ko, pag unit rate, dapat maging 1 yung denominator. No? Katulad nun, 150 letter per minute. Kasi yun ay 150 letter over 1 minute. Okay? So, let's have some examples. So, we have letter A, example letter A. So, we have 200 words in 5 minutes. So, lagay muna natin yung ratio o yung rates, no? Yung rate natin, rather. So, we have 200 words over 5 minutes. So, para ma-convert natin siya sa unit rate, ibubukod natin yung number dun sa ating unit. No? So, we have 200 over 5. Then, we have word over minutes. Then, lowest term lang natin ito. So, ano ang GCF nila? So, 5. No? So, 200 divided by 5. Divide natin both yung numerator at denominator sa 5. So, ang matitira na lang ay 40 over 1. Or simply, 40 na lang. So, ang unit rate natin dito is 40 words per minute. So, yun yung sagot. May tanong po doon? Tandaan, laging dapat magkaroon tayo ng denominator na 1. Pag unit rate. Next, another example. Example number 2. So, 300 books in 15 shelves. So, lagay muna natin yung rate natin. 300 books over 15 shelves. So, bukod lang natin. 300 over 15, then books per shelves. So, ano ang GCF ng 300 tsaka 15? So, 15. Divide natin para sa 15. So, ang matitira sa atin, 20 over 1 or 20. So, ang ating final answer, ang unit rate natin ay 20 books over, since plural to, gawin lang natin singular, no? Kasi 1 na lang shelf. Ayan. So, yun yung ating final answer. Next, another example. So, 180 ml of rain over 3 hours. So, bukod lang natin. 180 over 3, then ml over hours. So, ang GCF ay 3. Divide natin both sides sa 3. So, ang matitira ay 60 over 1 or 60. Ang ating unit rate ay 60 ml per hour. No. Yun ang ating final answer. So, I want you to try to answer this. Etong tatlo. This is not an activity. This is just try this. No? Try munang sagutan. Pwedeng i-pause yung video habang nagsasagot. Next, I want you to answer activity number 2 on your notebook. Answers only, no? So, dalawa yung sasagutan sa notebook, activity 1, kaka activity 2. Again, make sure na nag-take down notes tayo sa ating notebook, no? So, check-checkan natin yan bukas. So, last lesson for today, problem solving involving rates. So, example number 1. So, sabi dyan, Aliyah can jog 6 kilometer in 2 hours. So, at this rate, how many kilometers can Aliyah jog in 5 hours, no? So, kung kaya niya daw tumakbo ng 6 kilometers sa 2 oras, gaano kahaba yung kaya niyang i-jog in 5 hours? So, ang una natin gagawin is i-express natin yung given rates. So, which is 6 kilometers in 2 hours. That is why we will have 6/2. So, next, ano ang GCF nun? So, ang GCF natin ay 2. So, kaya i-divide natin yung numerator, kaya yung denominator sa 2, magiging 3/1. Makukuha natin yung ating unit rate, which is 3 km per hour. So, sabi doon, since kanyang tumakbo ng 3 km per hour, at ang tinatanong ay 5 hours, 5 oras, times lang natin yung kanyang rate sa kung ilang oras yung kailangan natin. So, times natin sa 5 hours. So, magiging cancel na yung hours. Ang matitira na lang, 3 times 5 is 15. Then, matitirang unit is kilometers. So, magiging 15 kilometers. So, ang magiging final answer natin, therefore, Aliyah can jog 15 kilometers in 5 hours. May tanong po tayo doon? Kung may tanong po, pwede pong mag-chat sa ating GC. Next, example number 2. So, sabi dyan, Jim can write 10 pages of his novel in 4 hours. At this rate, how many pages can Jim write in 16 hours? So, ilista muna natin yung given rate sa atin. So, ang kaya niya daw is 10 pages in 4 hours. So, GCF nitong dalawa is 2. So, divide natin sa 2. So, magiging 5/2. So, ibig sabihin, Jim can write 5 pages in 2 hours. So, kada 2 hours daw, kaya niyang gumawa ng 5 pages. So, times lang natin yung rate na yon sa 16 hours. So, 5/2 pages over hours times 16 hours. So, syempre, makakancel natin unit na hours. And then, times lang natin. So, ito pa, pwedeng i-lowest term. So, 1, then 8. So, ang matitira sa atin ay 5 times 8 is 40. Then, wala na yung sa baba, no? 1, tas ang matitirang unit sa atin ay pages. So, final answer, 40 pages. So, Jim can write 40 pages in 16 hours. May tanong po tayo doon? Kung wala, so let's continue. Example number 3. So, Diane can answer 5 math question or 5 math equation in 30 minutes. At this rate, what is her speed in hours? So, tandaan natin ang given dito ay minutes, pero ang tinatanong is speed in hours. So, una sa lahat, gawin natin yung rate na given. So, 5 equation or math equation per 30 minutes. Pero, ano ba ang kailangan natin? Hours. Ilang minutes meron sa isang hours? So, 60 minutes. So, ano ang kailangan nating i-times dito para maging 60 minutes yung ating minutes? Very good. So, times 2. So, magiging lalabasan natin 10 equations per 60 minutes. Or, we can write it, Diane's speed is 10 equations per hour. Kasi remember, 60 minutes is equivalent to 1 hour. No? So, we have 10 equations per hour. Example number 4. So, sabi dyan, Mark can make 49 birthday cakes in 7 days. How many birthday cakes can Mark make in 5 days? So, kunin muna natin yung unit rate. So, 49 tsaka 7. Saan natin pwedeng pares i-divide? GCF 7. So, magiging 7 over 1 or 7, no? 7 cakes per day. So, yung 7 cakes per day, ito times lang natin sa kung ilang days yung kailangan. So, cancel yung days. So, matitira 7 times 5 is 35 cakes. So, yun na yung ating sagot. Okay, last example number 5. A 16-ounce milk tea costs 80 pesos. If Ian only needs 10 ounce, how much should he pay? Since ang tinatanong is yung pay, so unahin natin yung presyo. No? So, ang rate natin, 80 pesos over ilang ounce yun? 16 ounce. So, lowest term lang natin, 80 over 16. Anong GCF nila? 16. Ang matitira ay 5 over 1 or 5 na lang. So, 5 pesos per ounce. No? Then, yung 5 pesos per ounce natin, i-times lang natin sa kung ilang ounce daw yung kailangan niya. Which is 10 ounce. Cancel natin yung ounce. Ang matitira ay 50 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, Ian needs to pay 50 pesos for 10 ounce. So, any question about sa topic natin ngayon? So, kung walang tanong, again, make sure na nakapag-take down notes sa inyong notebook. And then, sagutan po ang activity 1 at activity 2 sa bahay. So, answers only lang naman. Yun lang. Goodbye.